All right, guys, and welcome back to the channel. You join me on a very wet and not very pleasant Saturday morning. Today we are doing a little hedge reduction for a customer. She did message me not so long ago, actually, and she just basically mentioned that some sort of tree or big branch or something's fallen over in one of her fields. And she wants me to take a look at it. I don't really see it being too much of an issue, to be honest. I think I know where roughly she's talking about. I think it's been down for a while now. I think it's just because she doesn't go there at all. I think she's only just realised, probably because she drove past it and saw it, and thought, oh, why is that fallen over? So we'll go and look at that as well. Don't know what we're going to do with that. Probably not a lot, to be honest, because like I say, it's been down for ages, and I mean, it's not really obstructed me. I just mow around it. You'll see, I'll show you when we get there. It's not really obstructing me very much. So yeah, we've got a little hedge reduction to do. We're probably taking off at least half of the hedge. Stupidly, and I'm so annoyed with myself, I blooming forgot my ladder. Since swapping vans, I haven't got a roof rack for this new van yet, because it's the roof rack, the top of the van is it's got rails. I can't find bloody bars that will go across. Don't know why they're so hard to find. I can find loads of normal roof racks for transits, but finding rails is finding bars that go across the rails is a bloody nightmare. So yes, but yeah, still haven't got a roof rack for it yet, and yeah, so forgot one of the ladders. So yeah, not too sure what we're gonna do. I think the customer's gone out, so might have to improvise a little bit. So yeah, that, I mean, is what it is. We'll just have to improvise with that. She has got a green waste dump on this this land she owns. So luckily we don't have to mess around with chopping it up and stuff, and just chuck it straight on the heap. So so that's good as well. So yeah, I'll give you a better look at the job when we get there. All right, guys, so I'll give you a brief little walk around of what we've got to do. All right, so this is the front hedge that we've got to do. It's like I said, it's nothing big, but we'll be taking it down to about there, so a good half off. You can kind of see where it's grown up, actually, where the original hedge line would have been. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the front. We'll give that a rough little shape. Just take off the whispery ends around the top there, and then walk over to where I think this tree is. Yep. Right. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is exactly where I thought it was. This is what she's talking about. This, I don't really know what's gone on here, actually. I think, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know whether that tree there is sort of. Let's zoom in a bit here. You can kind of see. Get a bit of a closer look here. Kind of see it goes into the water there. I don't know whether it roots in there. It must do, because they all sort of look like they're kind of rooting into the water there a little bit. So I think it's just got top heavy and sort of blown over, to be honest. I thought this was what she was sort of on about. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do there, really. I mean, I could chop that up and take it away, but there's just really no point. Like I say, it's not going to bother anything over here. I think she was just more worried about it being a bit dangerous or anything. but that's fine. That's not going to blow anywhere. I mean, if we wanted to, we could take off those branches maybe, but I'm not really too bothered about that really. Yeah, we should crack on with the main hedge and then just sort of just let her know that there's not really anything to worry about as such. Grass is growing quite long over here actually. It's quite weird. It's almost like the weather's started to pick up again. It's started to grow again. So yeah, just did some ivy. She pulled off some ivy. She wanted some ivy off of the sort of grubbing up the door there. So I've just pulled that off and tidied that up for her. It's fine. And then yeah, we'll just concentrate on this hedge, I think. And yeah, let's crack on with it, shall we? Alright guys, and that's it. That's both of them trimmed up. Did a really nice job on this actually. It's actually super level. Yeah, we did a really good job on that. She's super happy. She's literally just gone. Luckily, I managed to get a little step ladder. Not ideal, can't lie. Not ideal at all. Yeah, really not the safest of things, but planes all the time over it. Yeah, really not the safest of things, especially on this bank. Super soft grass. And the oh, this is one of the ladder prongs. Well, there you go. Yeah, this yeah, as you can see, this went through there's a few spots in here actually. It completely went through. Here's one of them. Just completely went through the grass and it almost toppled over. So so yeah, not ideal. I will say that, really not ideal. But look, we got it done. Shaped up this one as well. So yeah, if you're interested to know sort of how much waste is in a job like this, because this is a thing that deceives most people when they come and look at these jobs or they get pictures of these jobs. They look at it and they go, oh, that doesn't look like a lot of green waste. We'll get that in a bag, say. Yeah, yeah. There's a load of there's a load of green waste that comes off these jobs. You'd be surprised, honestly. Luckily, like I say, this customer's got a little tip area on the back of her land. So yeah, we're not bothered about the green waste, but yeah, I mean, there's more over here. It's just everywhere. So yeah, when you're looking at these jobs, do not underestimate them, because you'll be shocked at how much green waste comes out of these jobs. And the thing is if you haven't got somewhere to put it, or you know, you're struggling to get rid of it, then you know, you need to factor that into your price, obviously. Had this been a job where if this had been a job where I needed to take this away myself, I have got a little shredder. Would have brought the shredder along. I just sort of stuck it through the shredder as I go along, really. And that would have sort of chipped it down, and I would have got all that in a bag quite easily. So not a worry there. But yeah, just sort of thought I'd show you sort of, yeah, how much green waste is sort of, that's 2 times, hold on. 1 time will give you a better view. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking at there. Yeah, I'll give you a better view of how much sort of, you know, green waste actually comes off of these jobs. And you know, we're only talking about the top of that hedge there. Not really that, to be honest. That's that'll just blow in, really. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, just the top of that hedge there, all of that green waste. So yeah, when you're looking at these jobs, just make sure you factor that in. If you're wondering what sort of stuff I use to get this, to get it down, pole saw. This is a combi steel pole saw, and just the normal shears, hedge trimmer blades on the steel combi unit. And this is a visor. I'd highly recommend you get a visor. It's stick off of this all the time, fling off of this all the time, and yeah, so yeah, make sure you've got your safety gear and stuff. But yeah, so good job done. Customer's happy. I did have a comment on my last video, actually, sort of asking price and stuff and how much I charge for these kind of jobs and how long it's taken. So I'll give you a better rundown of that when I've cleared all this away, walked it over to the dump area. I'll give you a better insight into how much I charge and how long this has actually taken. In context, it's 11:37. I got here at 9, had to wait for a bit for the ladder because my customer's fanning around. Luckily she was in and she managed to get me one though, so that was good. The recipe would have been stuffed, really. But yeah, it's 11:38 currently. I started about 9:30, so give or take 2 hours it's sort of taken to do that. So yeah, not a bad showing, really, to be honest. Not a bad showing. I sort of underestimated it a little bit, actually. It was a lot thicker than I thought. Some of these branches, I'll show you over here. Some of these branches are, and they're not thick. You know, they're decent. The decent sort of size branches, really, and there's a lot of those. So yeah, I thought it'd be more like fimbly bits like this. You know, sort of fimbly bits, but no, there's a lot more thicker stuff in there. So yeah, but anyway, we got it done. Let's get this cleared away, as I want to go home. I'm absolutely starving. So let's get this cleared away, and yeah, I'll join you back in the van. All right, so that is it. That is done. I am finished for the day. That was a great job. Really good little job, that. Yeah, sort of underestimated that a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, we learn, move on to the next. I'll know for next time. And yeah, so pricing. We'll get on to pricing and how much this has taken versus how much I'm charging. Now, I don't charge any extra rates for Saturdays. I do on a Sunday, but I don't for Saturdays. It's the same price. Now, I don't charge an hourly rate. I used to charge an hourly rate when I first got the business up and running. But to be honest with you, that was literally just because I needed to get a customer base before I started to pick and choose jobs and sort of price them how I wanted to price them instead of doing per hour. I do still have a couple of customers that pay by hour. They're older customers now. And in fact, to be honest with you, next season, I'll probably be looking to maybe move on from them, maybe. It depends. I'm going to be telling them that the pricing is going to be changing from next season. Whether they want to continue or not, that's up to them. If they don't, they don't. It's fine. So I used to charge £25 per hour. Like I say, that was just when I started up the business, needed to get customer base and get going, charged by the hour. Now I have a decent customer base. I can pick and choose jobs, and it's easier for me to be able to price jobs how I want them to be priced, because I know I have a customer base. If I lose a customer, it's not the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. So this job was priced at £150. Now it's now currently 12:46. So I finished up at, I think, what time was it? 11:30 maybe? I'll correct that. I think it's 11:30 or 11:45, either one of those. But anyway, I think we finished actually pruning the hedge around that sort of time. So that's sort of the time basis you're looking at. No, I think I started around half nine, finished the work at about, I don't know, quarter to 12, I think we'll go with. Then I spent, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe clearing the waste. Now, if I had to chip that up and take it away myself, obviously that would have been a lot more time. I would have charged a bit more money, probably around 165, possibly even 170, depending on the amount of waste. I do waste. I charge £12.75 a ton bag, or a dumpy bag, ag bag, whatever you want to call them. I price it at £12.75 per bag. That's how I price it. So depending on how many bags on top of the 150 quid, you probably would have had, I don't know, maybe 2 bags, call it 170 quid. So that's how I price it. Now, it's taken me, I don't know, till now to finish, really. I had to fettle around with the tools a little bit. I noticed when I was doing it, the pole pruner, the chain was a bit loose, so I've tightened that. And also, actually, just on while we're on that subject, I recently bought that pole pruner from a company called Mowers and More. Now, I'm not saying they're a bad company in any way or anything like that. I'm not dissing on them, but they sold me a pole pruner with no chainsaw oil in it. Now, if you're in the gardening business or you've brought a pole pruner, are they meant to come with chain oil? I thought that was very weird. Would you sell a chainsaw with no chain oil? I don't know. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But hey, if that's wrong, correct me. And there you do. I'll hold my hands up with that one. But yeah, I thought that was a bit strange. Like I say, I've never brought a pole pruner or a chainsaw before. So yeah, I thought that was a bit strange. That it didn't come in any chainsaw oil, and it was really stiff. The chain was really loose and stiff. And I was having to really rev up the combi to get the blade going. So I fixed all that. I've lubed it up with WD. I'm going to go and buy some chainsaw oil now, and that'll be good to go. I've tightened the chain and all. That's all good. And then I've cleaned the tools, and yeah, that's brought us to 12.49 now, and I'm literally ready to go. So yeah, that's the pricing, 150 quid. Customer's happy with that. It's taken me 4 or 5 hours max to do the job, and that's going at a, you know, nice and steady pace, not rushing around or anything like that. So yeah, let me know what you would have priced, if you'd have priced it higher, lower. I'm down south. I know obviously from watching other gardening channels, people up north, they charge differently, obviously. So yeah, obviously I'm down south, I'm quite close to London. So yeah, prices are a lot higher up here. So you got to bear that in mind as well. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that. I just thought I'd include it just because, I don't know, some people might find it interesting. Like I say, if it helps people out, then fair enough. Or if you find it interesting, then fair enough. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. Big thanks to everyone who watched. If you did like the video, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Take it easy, guys.